Imagine a creature so terrifying, it makes great white sharks look like goldfish. Meet the bobbit worm, a meter-long predator with razor-sharp jaws and a hunting strategy straight out of your worst nightmares. At first glance, the bobbit worm seems almost too fantastic to be real. Stretching up to 3 meters in length, yet only a few centimeters wide, this creature is a study in lethal efficiency. Its body is a vibrant spectacle, adorned with a metallic sheen that shifts between deep purples and inky blacks, occasionally flashing with iridescent hues that would make any jewelry designer envious. But it's not the bobbit worm's coloration that strikes fear into the hearts of its prey. It's the arsenal of weapons it carries. At the anterior end, where one might expect to find eyes, the bobbit worm instead sports 5 sensitive antennae. These are its primary sensory organs, capable of detecting the slightest disturbances in the water, alerting the worm to potential prey or danger. Just behind these antennae lies the worm's most fearsome feature, its mouth parts. The bobbit worm possesses a set of sharp, scissor-like jaws that can snap shut with incredible force. These jaws are so powerful that they can easily slice a fish in half, earning the bobbit worm its reputation as one of the ocean's most formidable predators. The worm's body is segmented, like that of an earthworm, but each segment is equipped with paddle-like appendages called parapodia. These serve a dual purpose, aiding in both locomotion and respiration. The parapodia are also lined with bristles, or chaetae, which contain a mild venom. While not lethal to humans, contact with these bristles can cause numbness and discomfort. Perhaps most remarkably, the bobbit worm possesses extraordinary regenerative abilities. If injured or split apart, it can regrow lost segments, including its head. This ability not only aids in survival, but also makes the worm notoriously difficult to eradicate once it establishes itself in an ecosystem. But it's not just the bobbit worm's physical features that make it a formidable presence in the ocean. Its hunting strategy is equally impressive and terrifying. Unlike many predators that actively pursue their prey, the bobbit worm is an ambush specialist, employing a sit-and-wait tactic that has been honed to perfection over millions of years of evolution. The hunt begins with the worm burrowing into the soft sediment of the ocean floor, often in coral reef environments or areas with sandy or muddy bottoms. It can dig to depths of up to a meter, creating a hidden lair from which to launch its attacks. Only a small portion of its body, typically just the antennae, remains exposed above the sand. In this state, the bobbit worm becomes nearly invisible to its potential prey. Its antennae, waving gently in the current, can easily be mistaken for harmless marine plants. But these innocent-looking appendages are constantly alert, sensing vibrations and chemical signals in the water. When an unsuspecting fish or other marine creature ventures too close, the bobbit worm springs into action with astonishing speed. In a fraction of a second, it erupts from its burrow, its jaws wide open. The strike is so swift that many prey animals have no chance to react. The powerful jaws snap shut, often bisecting smaller fish or delivering a fatal blow to larger prey. But the bobbit worm's hunting prowess doesn't end with the initial strike. If the prey is too large to be consumed in one bite, the worm will drag it back into its burrow. Here, safely hidden from other predators, it can take its time consuming its meal. Some reports suggest that the bobbit worm may even inject a toxin into its prey, helping to subdue it and begin the process of digestion. This combination of patience, speed, and raw power makes the bobbit worm one of the most successful predators in its environment. Its hunting strategy is so effective that it can have a significant impact on local fish populations, making it a key player in the ecosystems it inhabits. Speaking of ecosystems, you might wonder where exactly you might encounter this fearsome predator. While the bobbit worm might seem like a creature confined to the most exotic and remote corners of the ocean, its distribution is surprisingly widespread. These fascinating predators can be found in warm marine waters across the globe, making their presence felt in diverse ecosystems. The primary habitat of the bobbit worm is the Indo-Pacific region, where it thrives in the warm, nutrient-rich waters surrounding coral reefs. Here, the complex structure of the reef provides ample hiding spots and a steady supply of prey. The worms can be found from the shallow waters near the shore to depths of up to 95 meters or 312 feet. But the bobbit worm's range extends far beyond the Indo-Pacific. They have been documented in various parts of the Atlantic Ocean, including the Caribbean Sea. Their ability to adapt to different environments has allowed them to colonize a wide range of marine habitats, from sandy sea floors to muddy sediments, and even among rocks and sponges. This global distribution means that the bobbit worm plays a role in marine ecosystems around the world. Its presence can have significant effects on local fish populations and the overall balance of the food web. In some areas, the bobbit worm is considered a keystone species, its predatory activities helping to control the populations of other marine organisms. Interestingly, traces of bobbit worm-like creatures have been found in the fossil record, suggesting that these formidable predators or their close relatives have been shaping marine ecosystems for millions of years. In 2021, researchers discovered fossilized burrows in Taiwan that closely resemble those made by modern bobbit worms, dating back to the Miocene epoch over 20 million years ago. But what role does the bobbit worm play in these diverse ecosystems? To understand this, we need to examine its place in the marine food web. As a top predator in many of the ecosystems it inhabits, it plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine populations and influencing the behavior of other species. The bobbit worm's diet is diverse, reflecting its position as an opportunistic predator. While it's primarily known for its piscivorous habits, feeding on fish, its menu extends far beyond that. Smaller bobbit worms may prey on a variety of marine worms, crustaceans, and other invertebrates. Larger specimens have been known to take on octopuses, and there are even reports of them capturing small sharks. But the bobbit worm isn't solely carnivorous. It's also been observed consuming algae and detritus, making it an omnivore. This varied diet allows the bobbit worm to adapt to different food sources depending on availability, contributing to its success as a species. The presence of bobbit worms can significantly influence the behavior of other marine animals. Many fish species have developed strategies to avoid becoming prey. Some engage in a behavior known as mobbing, where a group of fish will work together to harass a bobbit worm, directing jets of water into its burrow to disorient it and force it to retreat. This cooperative behavior allows the fish to forage in areas where bobbit worms are present, demonstrating the complex interactions that occur in marine ecosystems. As both predator and prey, the bobbit worm forms an important link in the marine food chain. While it preys on a variety of species, it can also fall victim to larger predators such as certain species of eels and octopuses. This position in the food web helps to regulate populations and transfer energy through the ecosystem. Moreover, the bobbit worm's burrowing activities play a role in bioturbation, the reworking of sediments by animals. This process can affect the physical and chemical properties of the sea floor, influencing nutrient cycling and the habitats of other benthic, which means bottom-dwelling, organisms. Understanding the bobbit worm's ecological role is crucial not only for appreciating this fascinating creature, but also for comprehending the complex dynamics of marine ecosystems as a whole. The bobbit worm's unique characteristics and behaviors haven't just caught the attention of scientists and divers. This creature has also made its mark on popular culture. Its alien-like appearance and predatory prowess have made it a subject of interest in various forms of media and popular culture. The worm's common name itself is a pop culture reference, albeit a controversial one. The name bobbit worm is believed to have been inspired by the infamous Lorena Bobbit case from 1993, where a woman severed her husband's penis. While this naming has been criticized by some as insensitive, it has undoubtedly contributed to the notoriety of the species. The bobbit worm's fearsome appearance and behavior have also made it a popular subject in online media. Videos of bobbit worms hunting or being extracted from aquariums often go viral, generating millions of views and countless comments expressing a mix of fascination and horror. In the realm of science fiction and horror, creatures inspired by the bobbit worm have appeared in various forms. While not directly based on the bobbit worm, the sandworms of Frank Herbert's Dune series share some similarities in their burrowing behavior and fearsome appearance. Similarly, the tremors in the movie franchise of the same name, while much larger, employ a hunting strategy reminiscent of the bobbit worm. This presence in popular culture serves to both educate and entertain, bringing awareness to the diversity of marine life and the incredible adaptations that have evolved in our oceans. While some portrayals may exaggerate certain aspects of the bobbit worm's behavior, they nonetheless contribute to a greater public interest in marine biology and conservation. And if you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of the ocean, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and don't forget to tap the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload new content.